There is nothing I love more than a simple-to-make dish that sounds really impressive, don't you think, Jimmy?
Oh yeah, and the less work I can do, the better. Just saying. So joining us today to show us how to put together one of those dishes is Chef Bob Cirelli, who's from Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant in Lewis. Thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
What are we making?
Dr. Hoppe here.
We're making chicken cordon bleu with a Mornay sauce.
That sounds really impressive. Now we're going to talk about the Mornay sauce, so let's talk about what we need to make
Okay.
it.
It's a relatively simple sauce. It has three main ingredients: heavy cream, which is the basic part that you see here,
Right.
chicken stock, and Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
Now the whole process takes about 20 minutes, and the most important part is the roux that you're going to make,
Right.
which is 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. On a medium-low heat, that's what you're going to start with.
Okay.
Mix the butter and the
It
flour.
has to be a right texture.
Well, the butter's going to melt and the flour's going to mix, but you need to cook that in the saucepan for about 15 minutes, because you want to
really?
cook the starchy flavor out of the flour.
Okay.
And if you don't, the sauce is going to have a little bit of a starchy flavor. So that's the time-consuming part. Once you have sauteed that at a very low heat, because you don't want to burn it, then you add your chicken stock and your heavy cream, which is about a quarter cup of each.
So through
Okay.
the magic of TV, you made us some.
You made us some.
Made,
You are
and
the
at the very end, you put your cheese in there, grated fresh Parmesan cheese,
Right.
and this is the result.
Oh,
there
it
you
looks
go.
beautiful. Okay, so the
So-
chicken recipe, what ingredients do we need for that?
Okay, the chicken, it's a 6-ounce chicken breast, boneless, skinless. And basically, we're going to pound the chicken.
Okay, what goes into it?
Flatten it out.
Cheese, eggs.
Milk.
Okay, it's very simple. We have a coating that's going to be flour with a little salt and pepper,
Right.
an egg wash,
Okay.
and panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And you can use regular breadcrumbs. if
So
you
easy,
want.
I can do it.
So
very
easy.
simple.
And I see I have the hammer.
The mallet.
The mallet.
Now you want to use the flat, smooth end, because if you use the other end, it's going to break the chicken up and it's going to come apart.
And you have the chicken in here in
I
a...
put it in saran wrap, some kind of plastic wrap, so you don't splatter it all over the
Well,
place.
that's no good, yeah.
Helps hold it together a little bit.
All right.
And all you're really doing is just making it a little larger, spreading it out, so we
Okay.
can roll the ham and the cheese inside.
Okay, is that
All
good?
right, that's
All
great.
right. Send it over to Jimmy. He's doing the
Jimmy
rest.
Okay.
Now I use Black Forest ham and
Okay.
Swiss cheese.
Right.
And you can use any kind of ham. You could even use prosciutto. And a different
just lay it out on
cheese.
there?
Just lay it out,
Okay.
Okay.
and the cheese on
And
top.
cheese as well. I'll get rid of that.
And it's a simple roll process, and if you can, you tuck the sides in a little bit, helps hold the cheese in.
Uh-huh.
Now at that point, you want to
Right.
fold the sides in. That's it.
Kind of like a
Just
burrito.
just like a burrito.
Yeah.
And then fold it over. Now I use toothpicks that are rather large,
Okay.
but they're easier to find.
You pick them in, or do I roll it all the way
One
up?
more roll,
Gotcha. And then toothpick it.
and toothpick it.
The chicken's
that's-
getting away
With your
from me
third
here.
hand.
You
That's
know that,
tricky,
right?
but very good job.
There
Okay.
you go.
And just pick it, and you're all set.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this right here.
Well,
Now
Right.
now it's ready
now,
to be.
well, now we're ready to do the thing.
we're
Yeah.
ready to do this
Okay.
process.
do a little
This one
dipping.
here,
Yep, good coating of flour.
good coating of flour. Because that's the only way I do it is a good coating.
Then the egg wash. And the egg wash is 2 eggs and a little bit of milk.
Okay.
Coat it real good.
Are you
And then
insinuating that I did not coat it real good there?
Dip it in the panko.
Okay. In the panko.
Now, when you get to this point, you take a saucepan with a little bit of olive oil and just brown that all the way
Brown it.
around. And at that point, once it's nice and brown, it goes in the oven at about 375 degrees to 400, depending on
Okay.
your oven.
Okay, if I did
For
cheese?
about 15 minutes, you're done with it.
Okay.
all right. So
Done
you
with
get
those.
get it out of the oven for through the magic of television. I'll let you know there are several ways you can get the recipe. You can send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland 21801. You can go to our website, wboc.com, click on our picture at the top of the page, or give us a call, 443-880-9116. Make sure you let us know you want the recipe for chicken cordon bleu and Mornay sauce. And
Look
we've
what
got,
I made for you, Lisa.
I see
At
that.
this point, we are
Do you know how long I cooked that for you? I cooked that for you. How long did I cook that for?
15 minutes.
I cooked that for you 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Now
Now give me a fork so I can taste it.
Typically, cordon bleu can
Thank
be
you.
a little bit dry
Yeah.
if it's overcooked, especially.
Okay.
And the sauce is something I started doing years ago. It just adds a great flavor to it. You could probably break it open, but I'll cut it if you want.
Man, no kidding. Who needs a knife?
Yeah, it's quite crisp.
What do you think? Good?
But the panko breadcrumbs give it that nice crispy texture, and that's
Very
the
good.
result.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Very, very
My
good.
pleasure.
Still ahead on Delmarva Life. Season 5 of The Talk got underway this week. And from what we've seen, it's going to be an exciting one. Up next, we go behind the scenes with the ladies. We'll be right back.